What's up, everyone? My name's Dr. Jacob Wilson. Welcome to the channel. I'm very excited to have you here today. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, or this is your first video, make sure that you like it, subscribe to the channel. It'd be absolute amazing to talk to you every single day. What we're talking about in our supplement review today, I think, is important. It's going to be basically low carb protein bars. Okay, are they all created equal? And what you're going to find out is the answer is no. Right? So here's the thing about low carb protein bars. When you look at the back of a bar, they'll say like, oh, 2 net carbs, 3 net carbs. So how do you determine the carbs in a protein bar? Well, typically what they'll do is they will subtract out fiber from the total carbohydrate count, right? Or they'll subtract out other things like sugar, right? Certain sugar alcohols. So that's kind of what I'm talking about real quick. So number one thing is fiber, okay? So when you look at the back of a protein bar, the two competing fibers that you see in the market are IMOs. You see them as IMOs or isomaltooligosaccharides. And then on other bars, you'll see soluble corn fiber, okay? Well, isomaltooligosaccharides, what they basically do is they take maltose, which is like a sugar, 2-glucose sugar unit, and they expose it to enzymes that basically convert that maltose to what we call isomaltose, and it makes the bonds more resistant to digestion. So when you take it and you do like cell culture work, you see, oh, it's resistant to enzymes coming out from your pancreas. It's interesting, so you think, oh, so we count that as fiber. But when you take isomaltooligosaccharides and you consume them, it turns out your digestive tract actually has something on the brush border that can break down the isomaltooligosaccharides into glucose. So we did research. We actually published a study. This is part of Dr. Ryan Lowry's dissertation, where he found that taking isomaltooligosaccharides is kind of like eating oatmeal. Oatmeal is good for you, but it's not low carb, right? When you look at net carbs and you see IMOs or isomaltooligosaccharides, don't count that as low carb protein bar. Count it as eating a protein bar that basically has oatmeal in it, right? So, but if you're on a ketogenic diet or you're trying to be low carb that day, yes, you do have to count those carbs. Now, soluble corn fiber, on the other thing, they take basically corn syrup, they expose it to enzymes for 48 hours. What hasn't been broken down in 48 hours, they filter it out. So now you have fiber, and then they repeatedly expose it to enzymes until after a few days, there's nothing left but fiber. So it is truly resistant to digestion. And when you actually look at soluble corn fiber, you can subtract it out. So again, when you look at protein bars, basically make sure you subtract out soluble corn fiber, but not isomaltooligosaccharides, because it's not truly a low carb bar, even though, yeah, they probably taste a little bit better. But that's why. So again, if you're going low carb and you're trying to be carb conscious, don't select out IMOs, select out soluble corn fiber, and you'll stay keto or low carb and reach your goals. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you next time.